Hello, and welcome to Teenage Brain, Section 1, Lesson 1. Welcome to the unit. Before we begin the unit and this lesson, let's look at the culminating task prompt that we're going to be focusing on as we progress through this unit. Students will use their knowledge of the teenage brain to answer the culminating task question. Does being a teenager positively or negatively affect one's decision making? Be sure to address and refute at least one counterclaim in your response. Today you will demonstrate your level of agreement with statements about the teen brain and its impact on behavior prior to engaging with the unit. You will also read a pamphlet titled Teenage Brain, Still Under Construction to identify the major claims made by the author and analyze how the author develops and supports each claim. For this lesson, you will need the Google Form Agreement Scale, called Rate It, the Culminating Task Tool, chart paper, chart markers, and Teenage Brain Still Under Construction, which is a PDF file, as well as your reading response journal. Here are the learning targets for this lesson. Can you determine the claims the author makes about how teen brain development affects teen behavior? And can you locate evidence to support the author's claims in the text? Now you will open the Google document called Rate It, which is actually a Google form, and rate the statements on a scale from strongly disagree to strongly agree. If you do not feel strongly about it either way, select 3 as your answer. The Rate It Google form is found in today's lesson. As you answer these questions, or actually respond to these statements, I want you to think about the following. What does the phrase inflated appetite for risk mean? What does the language cause you to see or feel? What words and/or phrases do you need to understand the statement better? And the statements that you're going to be responding to are, number 1, teen brains greatly differ from adult brains. Number 2, teens generally lack mature decision-making capabilities. Number 3, teens have an inflated appetite for risk and do not accurately assess future consequences. Number 4, adults have an advantage over teens in making sound decisions. Number 5, teens are strongly influenced by their peers. Number 6, parents should set limits for their teens, including the extent to which they use social media. You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity. Now, before we begin the guidebook unit, we're going to examine the culminating task prompt. To do that, I want you to access the culminating task tool. You will read the culminating task prompt and complete the preview of the culminating task prompt section of the culminating task tool. Our central question for the guidebook unit is this: what factors ultimately dictate teens' decision-making and behavior? We will explore the question over the course of the guidebook unit, and you will express your understanding through the culminating task at the end of the unit. As you work through this activity, I want you to think about the following. What is the prompt asking you to write about? What are the different parts to the prompt? What is a counterclaim? What is the purpose of including direct quotations with parenthetical citations? You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity. Before reading the first section from The Teen Brain, Still Under Construction, you're going to answer the questions above to approach the text in Nearpod. The questions that you'll be answering are: what is the text type, and what do you understand about the text based on this information? The text type and title. As you answer these questions and listen to and follow along with the read aloud of the first section from The Teen Brain, Still Under Construction, I want you to think about the following. What does the author consider to be a puzzling contradiction of adolescence? You will have 5 minutes to complete this activity in Nearpod.